Alrighty, hey what's up guys, it's Zach and welcome to another unboxing-ish kind of review. It's not really an unboxing because these guys aren't in a box, but today I was at my Target and guys, they had it. As few of you guys know, well I'm pretty sure many of you guys know, DC and Sonic had a collaboration and it was actually pretty cool. And with that collaboration, they launched a bunch of merchandise. And so they released a line of plushies that I definitely look forward to getting, but they only sold them exclusively at Target. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Here they are. Yeah, here we go. Boom, the whole set. Let's get that out of the way. So each of these plushies came out. I don't know if they're going to do any other characters for this wave, but we're going to be reviewing the DC X Sonic plushies. I guess we'll start from the right to the left, which is weird because usually you go left to right, but anyways. First up, we have Flash Sonic, or Sonic as the Flash. He's just Sonic the Flash. So these are plushies being made by Jakks Pacific, of course, because they are the current license holder for Sonic merchandise coming out in retail stores. He looks pretty cool. Sonic's face, and obviously you guys could tell this isn't based off of like the movie plushies. These are obviously based off of the comics, so a lot of the colors and like design are more outlined. Like Sonic's eye has a black outline as opposed to it just being blue or just white. A lot of the details are based off of a lot of the like modern Flash costumes like this one right here, but obviously the yellow highlights are lit up. There's the logo. There it is going inwards. I wonder if this is like based off of like Barry Allen or Wally West Flash. I don't know, I had to read the comics. Going back, you'll see the cool spines that they actually designed pretty well. I actually like the way how Jakks designs their plushies like this as opposed to like the whole pancake plushies that they sell. If they sold them like this all the time, then I honestly would have bought them. But yeah, his ears, you can see his ear coming out and the little Flash design right there as well. His arms, more of the lightning effects going through, and his cuffs have a yellow band around, and finally we meet with his fist. Going down, you see more of the patterns. Looks like your typical Flash outfit, and the shoes are actually pretty cool too. They actually look like Flash boots, but of course mixed in with the Sonic designs, because as you can see in the back, he has like the little like oval in the back, as most Sonic shoes have, and he has like the treads at the bottom. Yeah, this guy's actually pretty cool. And if you guys are wondering how he looks next to the movie Sonic plush, they look pretty identical, but of course this is more like trying to be designed after this right here as opposed to this being based off of the movie, but they scale in pretty well together. A lot of the proportions are definitely borrowed into this plushie as well, well, besides the extra spine and the other movie designs that you'll see in Sonic. Yeah, these guys are actually pretty cool. I definitely like this guy a lot more over this guy. I don't know, I'm not really too much of a fan of the movie plushies. Next up, we have Shadow as Batman. I really do like the little tags that these guys come with. They have like their own exclusive art. Definitely gonna be saving these for the side. I'm not gonna like keep these on the plushies because I am gonna use these eventually for a video. But the details are like the most like recent iterations of Batman costumes, at least in the comics. As you could tell, he doesn't have like the little trunks on this like crotch area. The bat logo is very simplified and it just has like the yellow highlight on the like outside of it. Going to the head, this is really interesting because usually you see Shadow with just the black fur and the red highlights, but this time it's replaced with gray. Going forward again, he has like the closed area where like it's not the one eyeball because obviously he's wearing a mask. Makes sense. He's got that face, he's got that frown. Again, the art style looks a little better than the ones from the movie. Here's the back. The back spines look really, really cool. The cape is made out of like a soft, foamy material. Not foamy, but like, I don't know. It's like thick material. So it's not like normal fabric. The gloves / gauntlets for Batman, this thing is getting in the way. He has like the two little spikes right here in the bottom, or like on the other side, it's completely blank. Some detail you can see right there. It's a little dark though. His fist, arm is just about gray. Not that much detail on the gray parts of the costume, which like usually Batman has a lot of detail there, but at most you'll get like the utility belt, you'll get the bat logo in the back. He even has his spine, surprisingly. I would have thought they would have skipped out on that detail, but yeah, his spines are right there. His little knee pads, which is shown in many other Batman outfits. His gloves and boots are just black. His boots have like a yellow outline, kind of like mimicking his original shoes. And at the bottom he has, ooh, I would have thought there would have been just basic threads, but no, these are just Shadow's boots, just colored black. And once again, for comparison, I don't know why I have the tag on the movie plushies here, but here he is right next to Movie Shadow, and I really like the detail on these guys more than the movie plushies. Even though this is like the first Shadow movie plush that came out, this is still pretty cool. I actually prefer this over the other one because look at how like the details just they're just different as opposed to each other. Now, unlike other plushies, the details here are obviously printed on and not sewn on, so that's a little bit of a downgrade on me, but honestly I don't mind it so much. Moving on. Ah yes, Jakks Pacific first ever Silver the Hedgehog plush. Isn't that interesting? They didn't make a normal Silver plush, they had to have a DC collaboration just to make Silver. Anyways, here's Silver, and my goodness, I actually love the way how he looks. I thought it was weird at first for Silver to be a Green Lantern, but it's actually pretty interesting, and when you really think about it, yeah, Silver would fit under the Green Lantern corpse. Anyways, here's Silver, first ever Silver plush made by Jakks Pacific. The details are really great. I love how they have the front of his quills looking. He got his little ears, the back quills, and of course the two little spines coming out, and his tail. For Green Lantern designs, it's really simple. They don't really try to go for much of a extreme design. It's quite literally just the classic Green Lantern design. Here's like his little arms. The green area is just cut off right where the shoulder is. The back is about the same as the front, but of course you have the Green Lantern logo. Around the legs, you have like the wrap around the green, his black pants, and you have his gloves, which are actually really unique because usually Silver has like the telekinesis stuff that's like written all over, but it's just basic gloves. You have his fist and you have the Green Lantern ring, and you have his little green boots, which they're just like pretty basic. Nothing really unique, but for this to be Jakks' first Silver plush is actually very cool, and I actually do like the detail, especially in the eyes. Like usually Silver would have like the black outline, but here you have the green outline, obviously showing that he's a Green Lantern. One thing that would have been interesting is that wouldn't his eyes be green? But I don't know, maybe just there are different iterations of the Green Lantern where like not all their eyes, but wait, no, yeah, he has like green eyes here, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I'm trying to see it through the camera, but anyways, this guy's actually pretty cool, and I hope that eventually Jakks Pacific makes a plush where it's just normal Silver and he looks like this, as opposed to, you know, pancake Silver. Hopefully that never happens, I don't know. Last but certainly not least, my favorite Sonic character, my goodness, it's Super Knuckles. Now, yes, Knuckles is my favorite character, so I'm definitely going to be taking my time talking about this guy. I also love Superman. I love the Superman movie that came out this year. Perfect timing, actually. I thought it was really weird to have Knuckles be Superman. The character designs and choices were very unique for me, but like honestly, they make sense, I guess. Knuckles is strong, Superman's strong. The face on Knuckles is actually interesting. I don't see too much of a problem with it, as opposed to, well, I guess we're going into the comparison early on here with movie Knuckles, where his mouth is just absolutely weird. The eyes are, I like the eyes on movie Knuckles. This one is just more like just calm, chill Knuckles. I don't mind either or, but he's definitely a lot more orangey red as opposed to movie Knuckles. Movie Knuckles has like more of a actual like blood red. This guy looks very orangey on camera. I think it's just the camera picking it up. Anyways, let's go over this guy's details. Here are the spines on Knuckles, once again looking absolutely beautiful. His face, the cape, which has the Superman logo, which is actually really cool. Again, the cape feels like very thick. It's a very thick fabric. Lifting the cape up, it's just blue in the back, and his tail. I would have thought his tail would have been red, but oh well. The belt. Going forward, we have more of the Superman belt. Again, these are more based off of like the modern designs for the DC characters as opposed to the classic ones, which it would have been cool to see if they had like the classic designs. Anyways, only thing really classic about this outfit is the Superman logo. His arms, not a lot of detail, like not a lot of the outlines you'd see on like the modern suits actually, but just very plain overall. The Knuckles gloves, his legs, and the Knuckles boots, which are actually pretty cool. They're obviously inspired by the Superman boots, but they have Knuckles' little like metal plate on the top. At the bottom you have like more of a actual Superman shoe design, and that's really about it for these characters. Alright guys, that's been today's review on the DC x Sonic the Hedgehog, Jakks Pacific Sonic the Hedgehog plushes. These guys are pretty cool. There's not really much to say other than just they're based off of the DC characters, which I actually think is really nice. If I had to give each of them a rating, I would probably say that Knuckles is my favorite out of all of them, but that's probably me just being biased. I don't know. The Silver plush is definitely really cool, but just some of these characters are like lacking a little bit of detail. I would have thought it would have been cool if they had more like outlining details, like of course Sonic's Flash design, because on the actual tag you can see Flash's design, and these are actually not highlighted as much, but I don't know, these are all right. Sonic is not my most favorite, but let's see, if I had to rank these guys, I would probably give Knuckles like first place. We'll go from left to right to see which one's like my most favorite. Knuckles is definitely my favorite, just because I freaking love Superman and I love Knuckles. And I would probably give second place to, I don't know, I really don't know. Probably Silver. I don't know. I'd give second place to Silver. I love Silver. I love his design, and again, that's the first Jack Silver plush. Batman Shadow, he's cool. I don't know. Maybe it's just there's definitely some like bias because of the designs. I'm more of like a classic DC person as opposed to like the newer ones, which is probably why I'm leaning more towards like these guys, because there's not so much being compromised. Like Superman Knuckles isn't trying so much to like be different, because like obviously you'll be like, oh yeah, that's Superman Knuckles, or like this is the Superman outfit. And the Green Lantern outfit's also like very classic, nothing too much changed about it. Shadow, it's really just Shadow, but like just Batman. Also, the way how this cape goes over like a collar, I don't really like that, but it's all right. He's definitely way better than Sonic Flash. Sonic Flash is actually like my least favorite in the set because of just how basic and simple he is, even though I was just praising him for having a lot of detail. But I don't know. I think what Jax needs to do is release a set like this, but have like all of them at least, and like release the normal designs as well, because I'm not really a fan of like the pancake looking plushies. Anyways, hopefully they make Amy, Wonder Woman, and they make Cyborg Tails. That'd be really cool. But let me know what you guys think about the plushies, because these are just about cool. I don't know, they're really cool. I'm definitely gonna use them in a video. But Knuckles is definitely a fave. Silver's a save. I think I might move Silver over to Knuckles, because I do really like the way how Silver looks. Shadow, for the most part, it's just, I don't know, because I've seen the design already for such a long time, it's just there. And if you guys want to know if I'm getting the figures, probably not. Definitely just gonna stick with the plushies here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the set, and what did you think about the unboxing? And last but not least, which one of these is your favorite of like the whole bunch? Other than that, it's been Zach, and catch me up. I'm getting out of here. Wow!
With you all summer and after